Welcome to Moon Township, Pennsylvania, home of Robert Morris University. Here at Robert Morris, students take the initiative to bring recycling of papers, plastics, glass, and metals to campus. Recycling will not only keep the campus clean, but more importantly, green. Here's how students on campus feel about recycling, how they feel Robert Morris has improved, how student organizations such as Students for Environmental Awareness, also known as SEE, take part in keeping the campus clean, and also why students have decided to go green.
Recycling is important because we have one Earth, and if you pollute that Earth or if you disrespect the Earth, then we don't have anywhere to live. And there's, I don't know, I think that's the bottom line, just that if you do something to the Earth, like, fill up the landfills or, I don't know, do anything to pollute it, then how are we going to enjoy the trees and the flowers? We need to take care of it because it's our only one. We can't live on Mars or anything.
I think it's really good that people recycle. It can only help the environment. There's nothing wrong with recycling. I don't see why people don't.
On campus, we use so many bottles all the time. Almost anything we drink comes in a bottle, and anything we eat on, if it's styrofoam, it gets thrown away. So I think it's necessary to recycle on campus.
Well, at RMU, they're trying to do the whole green thing. So they're trying to get the styrofoam boxes out. They're trying to do more with the paper, because that can be recycled. But the biggest thing, I have a bottle recycler right by our bedpost, and we try to recycle them.
I think that Robert Morris could definitely improve on recycling by putting more things in the dorms to promote recycling, like for plastic and cans, because I know where most of my disposal goes. When I'm in my room and I'm drinking a water bottle, I just throw it away when I could be recycling it.
Well, I started seeing the green containers outside the dorms, which I think was the biggest thing. My roommate and I had, in our room, we had to have a recycling room almost, because it was in between our beds, and it was completely full. It was underneath our beds, it was everywhere, and we would take it home because that's the only place that it was recyclable. And we use so many water bottles, and I know everyone uses water bottles like crazy. I don't know, I buy maybe 5 of them a day. So all those bottles, usually people just throw out, and people don't search through them and take those out for them to be recycled. I think that was the biggest thing, having that recycling bin, because we took all those instead of filling our cars and taking them home, because we both live about 2 hours away. We were just able to throw them right in there.
When I first moved here as a freshman, I was shocked that there weren't more places to recycle on campus, especially because I do recycle at home, and it takes so much more effort to recycle at home. And there was almost no recycling bins here on campus. I was shocked.
I'm actually really big on recycling. I know at home, my whole family is just, we're really good with recycling, and ever since, I came here, I really feel like nothing that the campus does really promotes it.
Back home from Connecticut, it was really easy to recycle. We'd go down to the local grocery store and get 5 cents for every bottle, can, or a glass bottle that we returned. So the incentive back home was a lot.
Steve, what are you doing?
Throwing my bottle of milk. It's empty.
Well, it's plastic, therefore it is recyclable. And do you know that Robert Morris offers recycling on campus?
I do now.
There you go.
I wanted to share with you a little bit of history of this organization. Our science department is fairly new. We started to offer our first major back in 2004, and our first graduates came out in 2006. But before they graduated, I told them, let's sit down and discuss what we can do, what kind of legacy we, the first graduating cohort, can give this program. And I really wanted the students to start the environmental organization. And they said, that sounds great, let's try and do that. And the first chair of that organization was Cindy Kennedy. She was among the first graduates for the program. So they were thinking hard about the name, and they said, we came up with a name. Now it's called SEA. And that's sea like you see it, or sea like an ocean. And they said sea like an ocean because it stands for Students for Environmental Awareness. And that's how organization started and became official on campus. And really it welcomes everyone from different majors to join the organization. So everyone who cares about the green campus, about the environment, and passionate about that, you're welcome to join the organization.
So now that RMU offers it, before I didn't, there was really no means to me to be able to do it. Robert Morris has made recycling easier by putting the green recycling bins outside of our dorm, so we don't have to find somebody that goes home every weekend and give them all of our bottles.
We have 2 faculty mentors who really work close with the students to promote the recycling on campus, and probably you have had a chance to see these blue bins that say recycling on them. So this is actually what C does, and they collect paper, and at the end of the day they sell this paper or recycle this paper with the outside company, and they actually get money for that. So that's not only the nice thing to recycle the paper, not to waste it, but it's also an opportunity for C as an organization to earn some money and do more green projects using that money.
According to the Recycling Program brochure by Robert Morris University, today the United States recycles 32% of its waste, a rate that has almost doubled during the past 15 years. Recycling of specific materials has grown drastically. 50% of all paper, 34% of all plastic, 45% of all aluminum, and 63% of all steel are now being recycled. 20 years ago, only one curbside recycling program existed in the United States. But by 2005, almost 9,000 curbside programs have sprouted up across the nation. Because of the Students Initiative on campus, and also because of organizations like Students for Environmental Awareness, Robert Morris has become green. To continue keeping Robert Morris University beautiful, students need to be involved. Ways to help include reusing materials as much as possible, using double-sided printing and copying, emailing instead of using paper copies, and most importantly, take advantage of the recycling program available on campus.